Question number 151. A generative AI engineer just deployed an LLM application at a digital marketing company that assists with answering customer service inquiry. Which metrics should they monitor to evaluate the application production performance? A. Hugging Face leaderboard value for base LLM. B. Final perplexity source for the training of the model. C. Number of customer inquiries processed per unit of time. E. Energy uses per query. So, what is the question asked? So, the question asked is the post deployment monitoring. How well the system doing in the real world? So for that, if we talk about the option A, Hugging Face leaderboard value for the base LLM, this show how well the base model did on some public branches. This is useful for choosing the model before deployment, but not for the monitoring live system. Remember, always Hugging Face model is useful for choosing the model before deployment, not for post deployment. Right? Whereas perplexity source of training of model. So perplexity is the training matrix that show how well the language model predict the next token. This is useful during the model training or fine tuning. So what was the Hugging Face? Hugging Face was the before the model deployment. And what is the perplexity? Perplexity is used for the training or fine tune the model. It is not relevant after the deployment. So option B is also incorrect. Whereas option C, number of customer inquiry process per unit of time. This is a throughput. It's a real production matrix, right? So this helped how efficiently the system handle the request. So option C is the correct. Whereas option D, energy per query, this is efficiently monitor important for the cost, sustainable and scaling decision. So right answer will be option C and D. But if someone is asking one option, then option C is correct. Question number 152. After changing the response generating LLM in RAG application for GPT-4 to model with a stored context length that company self-host, the generative AI engineer is getting following error code, bad request, message, bad request, invalid argument, and description is prompt token count cannot exceed, right? What two solutions should generative AI engineer implement without changing the response? The generative one. Choose two. Option A, reduce the number of records retrieved from the vector database. Option B, reduce maximum output token for the new model. Option C, use a model embedding model to generate the embedding model. Option D, decrease the chunk size of the embedding model document. Option E, retain the response generating model using Ali. So the question summary is we have a RAG means retrieval augment generation application and that is switched from the GPT-4 to self-hosted model, right? And with the short context length. Now we are getting the error that the token exceed, right? From 4595 cannot exceed the 4096 means we have a limit of the 4096, right? So option we have, and we have to choose two options. One is the reduce the number of records retrieved for the vector retrieval. This is reduce the total prompt size while still retrieving the most relevant document. This is not work properly. You should typically retrieve top and record. So lowering is reduce the token. So option A is might be correct, but let us discuss the rest of the option. Right. Option B, reduce maximum output token for the new model. This reduces the allow response size, but question says without changing the response, right? So if you limit max output token, you might truncate or cut off the response. So it's not preferable, right? So we cannot do this one. So option B is also incorrect. Whereas option C, use model embedding uh, to generate embedding model. This is unrelated. Embedding model has nothing to do context window also, right? Whereas option D, decrease the chunk size and embedding model document. This is a great solution. Right. A small chunk means each retrieved document is the shorter, which reduce the total token count as well, while the preserving coverage. So option D is the correct. Whereas option E detain the response generating model using LEV. This looks like not correct one, right? It's nothing to do with this model. So option A and D is the correct stuff. Question number 153. A generative AI engineer is selecting a model for generating summaries of financial report. The report often contain table with numerical data. What should they prioritize? Option A. Choose a model optimized for a numerical reasoning and summarization task. Option B. Select the cheapest available model. Option C. A generative model trained on open domain text. Option D, focus on the model with the largest context. So, what is the question asked? The question is you need a summarization financial report, right? And the report contain table with the numerical data with means. The model must understand the numbers and perform basic numerical reasoning like percentage, trends, percentile, comparison, and still produce a clear summary as well, right? So if we choose the option one, choose model to optimize numerical reasoning and summarization task. This is the best choice. Financial report inquiry correct handling the numbers and summarization is the main task, right? So this is directly matched with a question required. Whereas option B, select the cheapest available model. Here we are not talking about the cost, so option B is incorrect. Huh? Option C, a generative model trained in open domain text might not handle the table and numerical result, right? Not specialize the financial data, higher risk for wrong summary. Whereas option D, focus on the model with the largest context plane. Largest context help fit the whole report, but the model cannot reason about the numbers output may still be wrong. So context length alone is not enough. So correct answer is option A. Question number 154. Generative AI engineer is tasked with building an guardrail for LLM used in customer feedback analysis. The system must block the response containing offensive language. What implementation is most effective? A. Reduce the model temperature to minimize the random output. B. Integrate content filtering to detect and block offensive language in output. Option C. Train a classifier to flag offensive response after generation. Option D. Fine tune the LLM on a dataset with a natural language. So the question asked is a generative AI engineer building a guardrail for LLM and for which one? For the user feedback and how he can stop, how he can block the offensive language. So for that, reduce the model temperature. That is not here a proper because temperature is used for the increased randomness and accuracy 0 to 1, right? So temperature does not work here. Option B, integrate the content filter, detect and block the offensive language in output. Yes, option B will work. Why? Because this is the best approach to can is filter scan output, right? And it block the harmful content in the real time, and it's easy to maintain and update with new rule. So option B is the correct. Whereas option C, train a cluster to flag offensive response after generation. That could work, but it is not add latency and complexity. Also, it's required the building and maintaining your own classifier. So this is Partial correct, but not 100% correct. But yes, if question asked is two option, so yes, option B and C is correct. Where is option D? Fine tune the LLM on data set with the natural language. Fine tuning can reduce the offensive output, but cannot generate, yeah, it cannot guarantee for blocking 100% harmful content, right? And it's expensive as well, and it's slow for the response. So correct answer is option D. Question number 155. A generative AI engineer must implement masking technique to handle personally identifiable information in a customer feedback system. What is the primary advantage of this approach? A. Masking reduce the response time for processing user data. Option B. Masking prevent model overfitting during training. Option C. Masking encrypt the data to protect it during storage. Option D. Masking anonymize sensitive data, reducing privacy risk while preserving analytical value for feedback process. So, what is the question asked? The question asks you need to implement masking technique for handling PII, that is the personally identifiable information in the customer feedback system. And what is the primary advantage of mask? This is the main question. Right. So, masking means masking analyze sensitive data and it reduce, or you can say it keep the rest of the data useful. Right. This is the analytic of the masking, like sentiment analysis, summarization can also useful for the masking. Right. So let's talk about the all option. Option A, masking reduce the response time for processing user data. Masking doesn't inherently make the processing faster, right? It is the goal for the privacy, not related to the performance. So option A is incorrect. Masking, option B, masking prevent model for the overfitting during training. So overfitting is the related to model generalization, and masking PI doesn't prevent the overfitting. It just hide the sensitive information. We can mask something, mask. We use the mask on the face during the corona period. So that is the masking. We hide something, right? So here masking means we are hiding the sensitive information only. So option C, masking encrypt the data to protect during the storage. Masking not used to encrypt. No. Masking replace sensitive data with the placeholder or token. Not it's used for the cryptography and all in cryptography, or you can say encryption. Right. Option D, masking anonymize sensitive data and reduce the privacy risk while preserving analytical value for feedback processing. So masking removes identifiable info but keep the rest of the data useful. This way analytics can still perform safely. So correct answer is option D. Question number 156. A generative AI engineer must deploy a secure endpoint for RAG application. The endpoint handle the sensitive legal document and must be compliant with the data privacy regulation. What measures are essential? Choose two. Option A, a public facing endpoint without encrypting to simplify access. Option B, rely on the shared access key for all users. Option C, encrypt data at rest and in transit to protect sensitive information. Option D, skip authentication to allow unrestricted access. Option E, implement API key based authentication for endpoint access. So, what is the question asked? Question is asking that you are deploying a secure endpoint for the RAG application, and you have to handle the sensitive legal document. So it must comply in the data privacy regulation like GDPR, right? So which option is the perfect? Option A, a public facing endpoint without encrypting simplifies access, not secure. Data could be inter means data anyone can take the data and it's a violate the compliance as well. So option A is incorrect. Option B rely on the shared access key for all the users. Shared access key is a security risk. No user specific audit trail. Bad practice for the compliance and security, right? Whereas option C encrypt the data and rest and it transit protect the sensitive information. Yes, encrypt data is the very good way. Essential encryption protect against the leaking if data is intercepted or stolen. Right. So encryption is a good. So option C is the correct. Option D is skip authentication to allow unrestricted access. Very unsafe. Anyone could access the sensitive legal document. Right. So option D is incorrect. Whereas option E implement API key-based authentication endpoint access. Yes, this is the correct way. Ensure that only authorized user can access your data. So this is the correct. So option C and E is the correct. Question number 157. A generative AI engineer need to implement a safety guardrail for the chatbot to handle the medical inquiries. The chatbot must avoid the giving the medical advice but still provide the relevant information. What guardrail technique is the most appropriate? A. Train the LLM dataset with the natural language? No, this is not good for the medical inquiry, right? Option B. Apply classifier to flag, flag risk output to post generation. No, classifier or classify. So this is not good. Use the meta prompt instructing the chatbot to defer medical advice and only provide the general information. Yes, option C is the correct. Whereas option D reduce the model temperature doesn't work here. Temperature is 0 and 1. 1 is the maximum higher value and 0 is the means it's only used for the randomness and all these things, right? So temperature. So correct answer is option C. Let's discuss about the option C. What exactly option C is? Use meta prompt instructing the chatbot to defer the medical advice. Only provide the general information. Yes. If chatbot will differ from the medical advice, and only instruct the general information. This is good because chatbot must avoid the medical advice. This is the question asked, which is fulfilling the option C. So correct answer is option C. Question number 158. A generative AI engineer building a system for summarizing research a paper. The paper often contains the complex diagram and tables. What should the prioritize when designing prompts? A. Emphasize summarizing text content only while ignoring diagram and table. Option C. Include the diagram and table directly in the prompt. Option C. Convert diagram to text description for summarization. Option D. Prioritize summarization only abstract text. So, what is the question asked? Question asked is a generative engineer building a system for summarization of the research paper. Means we have to summarize what exactly paper is. So option A emphasize summarization context only while ignoring the diagram and table. This is good because diagram and table will become with some details and we here the question as we only for the summarization. So yes, option A is the correct. Whereas option B include the diagram and table directly in the prompt. Why we will use whereas question as the summarization only, right? So option B is incorrect. Option C convert diagram text description for the summarization. It is not necessary. Diagram and tables are only used for the detailing, so we cannot use for that one. Also, either if we are getting the summarization for the text only, then why will go for the diagram and all this, right? So option C is also great. Prioritize the summarization only abstract section. Prioritize summarizing only abstract section. No, this is also not correct. So option A is correct. Question number 159. A generative AI engineer must implement the guardrail for the chatbot handling legal inquiries. to prevent generating the inadequate legal advice. What technique is the most effective? Option A, use meta prompt to instruct the chatbot to limit response to general information, avoiding legal advice. Option B, add disclaimer in all chatbot output, clarifying its limitation. Option C, lower the model temperature to limit output variability. Option D, black user query containing the legal terms. Option E, train the chatbot on legal dataset to improve accuracy. So what is the question asked? Question asked, the generative AI engineer must implement the guardrail for the chatbot handling the legal inquiries, right? And we have to choose two options. So option A is use meta prompt to instruct the chatbot. Yes, this is correct because meta prompt is the system prompt instruction let you control behavior. For example, are not a liar. Do not provide a legal advice. Only share the general legal information. Refer user to the qualified professional, right? So this is the direct, scalable, and effective guardrail, right? Whereas option B, all the disclaimer in all the chat board output clarifying its limitation. This is very powerful, right? And useful as well to compliance, but doesn't actually prevent the model for generating bad advice. Right. So the disclaimer is the legal protection, not the behavior control. Right. So option B is also correct. Where is option C? Lower the model temperature to limit. Again, temperature is not work here, right? Where is option D? Block the user containing legal terms overly restrictive. User cannot get even general information, bad user experience, right? Whereas option E, train the chatbot on the legal dataset to improve the accuracy. This make is the better at the legal region, which may actually increase the liability risk if it is given advice, not a guardrail, but a capability to enhancement. So correct answer is option E and option B. Question number 160. A generative AI engineer must register to deploy a model to unit catalog using the ML flow. What is the correct workflow? Option A, skip configure metadata during the generation registration. Why we will skip the configuration? Configuration is required during the registration, right? So option A is wrong. Option B, train the model log to MLflow, configure the metadata and register to unit catalog. Yes, this is the correct way. So option B is the correct. Where is the log the model to MLflow but skip the registering? No, unit catalog. Yes, asking what is the proper way. So why we will skip? So option C is incorrect. Option D, deploy the model directly to unit catalog without logging it. No, this is also not correct. So correct option is option B.